Shells are trained and we're ready to go. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join the crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. Rolling thunder, crushing plains, racing winds for telling gains. Crystal weight in lands afar, with every time we raise the bar. Sarah stands tall, eyes on the track, guiding our journey, never looking back. Silver shade, hands on the throttle, we ride the creation full throttle. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join the crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. In the dark of the night, we raise the moon. Our engines in tune, we're building a world and ready to win. Join the crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. We're building a community that forever stays.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Silver Shade here, back in Satisfactory. Yes, I call this the planet flatulence. Yep, it's called massage something else. You know, massage 2A, B, or something like that. I call it planet flatulence because it's full of gas. It really is. And so we're starting out here in the hub again because we're going to be doing the battery keep working on the emergency battery building today, but I wanted to show you all what I've been kind of cooking up in the main headquarters. We're going to head on outside here. These walls are still here for a reason, because I do plan on doing a tour with another content creator soon, I hope. I'm just trying to get the world built up a little bit more before the tour. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look at what I've been doing here. And the surprise I've been working on has to do with something to do with that radio tower right there behind those walls right there. Now, normally I'd take the elevator in, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly around because the side wall over here is open. So I'll just give you a little idea. Hi, Sarah. Welcome on in. Get you a little idea of what we've got, what I've got planned here. So, and this was an idea from one of our subscribers right here. Sarah and Silver's offices are coming soon. Yeah, so in this area here, we're going to be, I'm going to be building our offices. There's no real furniture in this game, so it's kind of, I mean, I could try to kind of do what I can to not make like maybe some tables or something, but it's really hard to make furniture in here. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is this is where our offices are going to roughly be in this section here. And then in here, I got where I can access, you know, I got where I'm making the tickets. You know, if I want to, you know, the loose stuff outside, I can throw them in the machines out front. Got my teleportation and crafting area. And then right here, this is kind of like an ATM machine. I can come right on up to the awesome sink and get my coupons out. And this is basically, you know, the teleportation area where I've gotten teleporters set up here. My crafting area. It's looking really nice. I mean, it still needs a little bit of work, but it's looking really good in here. This one's not even active. And then you go behind the scenes here, you'll see where all the teleportation things are. And you thought you were going to get a little sneaky and you're going to get to see ahead of time what's inside that room, huh? Yeah, I already thought about that. Yeah. Yeah, no, you ain't gonna be that lucky. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna now go into that room now, which is the lounge area, which I call the employee lounge area for a reason. When you head inside, I mean, look at this. This is what I've been cooking up in here. I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. Thanks, Brendan. Appreciate that. Welcome on in. Glad you could make it. You just popped into the best, I think probably the best room in the headquarters right now. I mean, just look at this. This is absolutely freaking gorgeous. This lounge area here, and it's the employee lounge. Reason employee. I can't talk today. It's the employee lounge area for a reason, because over here is our wall for for everyone that supports our a little tongue tied today. This wall is for everyone that's helping to support the channel. Yes, thank you. I do try to be funny. I really do. That's why I call this planet flatulence. I do try to be funny. I try to separate myself from other content creators because it's hard out there to separate. And I also kind of have a natural stutter at times too. So maybe that kind of helps with my funniness. But yeah, so as I was saying, here's the content creator wall. Got Geeky Kitten, Pixel Pip, My Games UK, which is the content creator I plan on having take a tour of this world. Got Anthony. Definitely a big time supporter. Gamer Kid AC, definitely a big time supporter. Everyone on this wall is definitely big time supporters. We got Gamers Generation, also known as GG. We got Beset and Raw, Paula TV, the Bro Team. We've also got Majestic Carlin. Speaking of that, tomorrow Majestic Carlin is having I think it's a 12-hour live stream to celebrate getting 500 subscribers. Yes, big shout out to that. I am going to be helping celebrate. Sarah normally live streams on Saturdays, but she's going to be with friends, so I'm going to be covering for her. Now, I have a short coming out instead of a live stream. But I do intend to live stream tomorrow, basically on Twitch, since Majestic Carlin's schedule is what's going on is going to be kind of chaotic, you know, because don't know a set time of when going to be doing certain games that I'll be jumping into, you know, like Splitgate 2. If there's room, maybe Majestic Carlin will let me get into a little Fortnite, even though I typically don't like Battle Royale, but I did jump into a match a day or so ago just to check it out, and it wasn't really that bad. I think they've made some changes, so, and as a group, I think it's a lot better for like those types of first-person shooter games. You know, I think it's a lot more fun than going solo. So yeah, I'll be over on helping her celebrate, so definitely check out her channel. You know, it's basically at Majestic Carlin. no spaces there, even though I got a space right there. But yeah, it's at Majestic Garden, so definitely go check out her live stream tomorrow. I think she's going, I think for me it's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. I believe. But anyway, if you go to her YouTube channel, I think she's got a community post. I think she's got the schedule posted of what's going on, so definitely go check that out. And you got Sass Entertainment. Oh, Sass is awesome. Yeah, I've been watching some of his content, and even just played Splitgate 2 with Sass and a couple others, Dempsey. That's pretty cool, so I hope to get into some more matches with them. We also got Batman, Truckee, and basically your name could be here. That's right. Thank you, Brennan. Appreciate that. Definitely. So yeah, as you know, and Sarah and I, we keep a watch too of people that keep coming back, interacting in ways to help support the channel. You know, we do upgrade this. So yeah, definitely make sure you like and subscribe. If for those who already have, thank you. It does help us out. And if you're watching over on Twitch, please make sure you follow. That will help us out too. So yeah, so that's basically this channel supporter room. I've been working on this, cooking this up, trying to find ways to be creative, creative ways to thank all our supporters that help us out and help support the channel. So, and it's kind of a cool thing to do, because it's a special thank you. I mean, I've seen some content creators do this, but I think I've seen some that don't. Well, and that's fine if they don't. Not everyone has to. But I think it's really cool that if content creators take the time out to thank their supporters, I think it means a lot. It really does. So yeah, this is what I've been working on, cooking it up. But this here was a pain, but I got it. It's basically just stairs in a circle formation all the way around. I like it because it looks like gears. It really does. It looks really cool looking. And I got the roof here, so you can kind of look out a little bit. You can see the space elevator there. Yeah, this is really, really cool. So like I said, that's what I've been kind of cooking up in here. I had lots of room. I didn't know what to do, so I was like, you know what? I think a channel supporter room would be perfect in here. And there is definitely room on this wall for other people, because as you notice, there's gaps here. I can put more here. And definitely all through here. So, and definitely on the other side of the wall. So we do have lots of room to add more. And if I have to, I can always take this and expand the wall up a little bit higher if I need to. If I have to, I can also maybe squeak out some room for a wall. Maybe, I know I got this path here. I can figure something out, but there's plenty of room over here for now for this wall. I could always maybe make a second room for more subscribers if I had to. So yeah, this is what I've been working on. Oh, I like this lighting, the way I did the lighting up here. That's just gorgeous. Oh yeah, it's awesome looking room. Probably one of my favorite rooms so far. But we're gonna go ahead now. We're gonna jump on over. We're gonna use the teleporter. Oh yeah, and I was working on this last night, cleaning this up a little bit, making this a little bit nicer too. So yeah, it's really coming along. The headquarters is really starting to take shape, because before it was just like a lot of empty space. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna use there it is, the emergency power building. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the teleporter. Love this animation. All right, and the teleporter where this is at, it is not staying here. It's actually gonna go inside this building right there, which I've been working on a lot of the live streams here. I mean, this is just absolutely fantastic, this building. It's really freaking cool. And I think it was a shout out to, I think, Batman, who gave me this idea. Batman wanted to see more chrome into the design of this building. So I was trying to figure out how could I make it work. And I had all this space, so I was like, you know what? I have these. I can do the beams in the chrome, and so I did that, and it changed the pattern, which is cool because I like that. It changes up the layout a little bit, which is cool. It makes the building look unique. So that's what I did. I added the chrome, and I got the lights here. So it's really freaking nice looking. And we're going to go inside here so you can see kind of what I've been working on there, finishing some of the floors. But yeah, you can just see this layout is absolutely gorgeous. Really is. So we're going to go fly up a little bit here. I still have never figured out how high up I can go, because I know that big giant moth likes to fly over here. So, and I'm not sure how high. I may not go too much higher. I might, you know, maybe this is about as high as that. Maybe a little bit higher, depending on where the floors fall. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do, because the more batteries I get in here, the better. So yeah, so here's floor 5 right here. And you can see I got, you know, rocks sticking out and all this stuff, all this fun stuff. I'll turn this on because it gets a little dark once I start getting down around the 4th floor, because it's all enclosed. But yeah, so the batteries I've got, you know, all over the place in a certain pattern, which is cool, because the more batteries I have, because these things have saved my hide. I really have. I mean, there are other ways to deal with the power. You know, you can use like the priority switches and stuff like that to shut things down, which something I may eventually need to do. But for now, I think this basically is what I call like an early warning system with all these batteries in here. Because what they essentially allow me to do is give me time to figure out what's going on with the power grid before it shuts down. Because once it shuts down, it's a nightmare to turn back on. It really, really is. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go down to the 3rd floor, which I call the subscribe floor. 4th one is Twitch. And the 5th floor is the comment floor. All right. All right, so we've got, this is the 3rd floor, and I try to keep the designs a little different for each floor. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I can go and turn the flashlight off because there's enough light in here now. Some parts maybe back here is a little dark. But yeah, it's really cool. See, eventually, as you can see, as the floor of, I think the floor above, I could get the rocks start to move away and I can get a battery back here. I mean, I probably could have crammed like another battery, you know, but the way I did in 4. So if I changed it up, I probably could have got another one there, but that's all right. All right, we're now going to go to the 2nd floor. There we go. See the layout's a little bit different here. I mean, some of the stuff the same with I kind of keep some of the same pattern, and obviously I'm keeping kind of the same color theme since it's supposed to be like mimicking like these batteries. So that's why the color theme is kind of the way it is. So I was making sure I picked like colors for all the design elements to make sure it matches the battery is what I'm basically doing. That's what I'm trying to keep that theme going from floor to floor. All right, so now we're gonna go back down to the ground floor. Whee! And here's basically the main exit and technically main entrance. So you can see the design elements a little bit different. Especially since this is the ground floor. Didn't have a whole lot of room. Okay, why is there radiation here? There should not be any radiation here. Wonder if it was just the train. Yep, okay, that's what it was. It was just one of the icky nuke trains going by. Because I do have the tracks outside. That's all it was. Okay. Yeah, so here's the rails right here. So it was probably, my guess is it was probably waiting or something like that. And that's why it was going off. Yeah, that's why. So yeah, that's basically the outside of the building, working on it, and the interior. So it's looking really, really cool. The design elements. So now that we're poking out the rocks here, now we're gonna have to start putting the design elements all the way around. And of course, what do you know, when I did it, it's right next to a freaking miner. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. Yeah, the design elements may just have to just butt right into it. There's not much I can do about that. I mean, because if I had known that, I probably would have moved the building out away from the rocks maybe a little bit more. If I had known that. Okay. All right. So what we're going to go ahead and do, let's take a look here. All right. All right. So we got some design work on the walls we have to do. And while I'm in here, let's go to that. Yep, here we go. And copperize these. There we go. I think that should do it. Oh yeah, we got some over here. Yeah, let's do that. Get these all copperized. There we go. All right. So what I want to go ahead and do is try to get as much while there's a, it's not too dark in here yet. Start working on the interior here of the 4th floor. Try and get as much of that done now, because once I move this and close this roof, it's going to get so dark in here. It really is. So if I can get more of the design elements and get a lot of the light in here, yeah, I think that's going to really, really help. All right, so let's see. All right, what I want to go ahead and do is let me get my blueprints. Is that the one I want? No, not that one. Not that one. That the one? Yeah, that's the one. I want to make sure it's lined up in the right position. Yep. Right there looks good. All right, we're gonna move it back. Perfect. Oh. Blueprint mode. There we go. All right, good. And that's where the wall starts to curve. See, I'm deciding, do I want to? Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to run it all the way across. Let me see what it looks like all the way across. Okay, let's that almost. You know what? Actually, for this floor, I think I'm going to let it run all the way across. Yep, I think I am. Do something different for this floor. All right, now let's see. Oh, yeah. How about this? Hey, Geeky, welcome on in. Glad you could make it. Did you just pop in just now? All right. Yo, I like that. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that for the rat. Oh, yeah. Oh, no worries. No worries. Speaking of which, I gotta show you this. I gotta teleport back to the main headquarters. You're gonna want to see this. Whee! Oh, I hate doing that, but I did it anyway. Oh, I almost died doing that too. Whoops. I was trying not to hit the frickin' ground. Oh, you're not that late though. You're not that late. Not late at all. Only about like 20 some minutes. That's not too bad. There are times when you've come in like the last 10 minutes of the stream. So yeah, no, you're not that late. It's okay. It happens. I mean, even sometimes I come late to people's streams too. So yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen this. This is basically the main headquarters. This is my teleportation room that I've been working on. Got my crafting area. And the main idea I had is, since the Fixmas factory is right there, maybe make this hallway connect into the Fixmas factory area. And this is where all the goodies are for the teleportation. And then in the beginning, I was talking about the secret I've been working on behind that wall. And I said, oh yeah, if you think you're going to be sneaky and see what's behind there, it's like, oh, I already thought about that because I already got the wall right there. Yep. And so you got the elevator. I'll show you the outside before I show you the special room I've been working on. And then here, from another one of our subscribers suggested we build offices for me and Sarah. I actually, believe it or not, took architect classes in high school. I really did. And I was decent at it. You know, I did. I was, it was cool. I'll never forget too, the one architect teacher I had. He was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, no, I did take architect classes in high school. I really did. And I think also, the reason why I think I'm so good at building is my dad worked in construction for most of his life, and he kind of did the same thing. He was able to build things like this. Now, I'm not good with power tools like he was. And he wasn't into games, but I think he'd be impressed even with what I've done. Even though this is in game, I mean, this is just freaking impressive. So yeah, I think I got a lot of his building sense from him, and I also helped him with a lot of construction projects too. You know, he remodeled this the house. Thank you. Yeah, this really is impressive. And yeah, so this is where the Sarah and my offices are going to be. We obviously can't. There's not a lot of furniture in this game, so it's kind of hard to build furniture. I might maybe figure a way I can maybe create some like tables or something. This wall's open right now, so I'm just going to come on around. And I'm still working on this wall here. But you can see there it is, the Modica Media headquarters right there. I mean, look at this. This is impressive. And what I didn't show is the roof, because I was working on that too. But you know, this is I did change this lip a little bit, and I'm going to show the roof because I don't want to show too much in there. I want to show you another way to go. But this is what I've been working on, the roof. Coming up with this design here, uses the stairs to kind of make this layered look. I mean, it's absolutely looking fantastic. So yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. The headquarters is coming along. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of time, but yeah, it is time consuming. What has helped speed things up is blueprints. I used to hate doing blueprints, but I think they've updated the blueprint system. It's a lot better now, and they've added more items that we can use for textures and stuff like that. So it's really made a difference. And so with blueprints, I can really start putting things together faster. And especially like once I get like one sign, if I want to use the same color, I just do that. And I can just put this sign right there, and it's got the same color and text, and I can just change the text. So they've made a lot of changes where the building is a lot faster. Yeah, so I've been, I worked on this area last night a little bit, making it a little bit nicer. And you come down here, this is still going to be a little dark, But I got machines down here, because you notice in the front there were things I could put items in that'll process them down here. There's like a lot of little items you can get at the start of the game. Eventually, as it tapers off, you don't quite do that, but they're there in case I need them. And now, this was an idea I came up with, the employee lounge area. And I think it actually came off one of our other subscribers that said, hey, you know, we got Sarah and Silver's office and you got all your employees. I'm like, hey, you know, that's not a bad idea. So we're going to go right on in here to the employee lounge area and look at this. Now this, if my dad saw this, yeah, they have blueprint. Well, I'll show you the blueprints, the system here in a minute. I'll show you what it is. I mean, just look at this. If my dad wasn't into games, but if he saw this, I think he'd be proud. I mean, look at this. Just the way I've built all this up. I mean, this is just freaking incredible. It is awesome. And then, of course, the reason why it's called the employee lounge is, look at this. Everyone who helps support the channel. You're there. Pixel, My Games, Anthony, Gamer Kid, Gamers Generation. Yeah, it's very cool. Beset and Raw, Paula TV, the Bro Team. I mean, they're not always here, but they do help. Majestic Carlin, which I'll be helping celebrate tomorrow. She's doing a 12-hour live stream because she just hit 500 subscribers. So I'm going to be helping her celebrate over on her channel. I am going to probably be live streaming some of the content, but just on Twitch only. Yeah, it really is awesome, this wall here. Sass Entertainment. Oh, he's cool. I've been watching some of his content, and I joined Sass and Dempsey and a couple others for some Splitgate action. Yeah, definitely congrats to Majestic Carlin for hitting 500 subscribers. So that's cool. We got the Batman, who gave me part of the idea for adding chrome to the outside of the emergency battery building. We got Truckee, and then of course I had to put your name could be here, like, subscribe, and follow. So yeah, this room, I think by far, turned out to be, so far my favorite. It's really cool, and I added some of these details at the last minute last night, like this column. Was it last night? Is it last night or the night before? The column, the walk path, that floor, the fencing. Yeah, so it's and some of that right there, the reflective white mirrors. So yeah, this turned out really freaking cool, because this was a lot of empty space. I didn't know what to do with it. And then when one of the, I think it was Gamer Kid, suggested that we have an office for me and Sarah, and then a place for all the employees, I'm like, you know what? That gave me an idea. So I used some of the empty space and created this lounge area for everyone that helps support the channel. And, you know, I mean, some creators do this, some don't. You know, they thank their supporters in other ways, and some don't, but that's okay. You know, they each their own. But I think by thanking the channel supporters, I think it one, it helps, you know, loyalty, and two, it makes it feel special, like a reward for sticking around and really helping support, you know, kind of a reward. So that's why I do it. I do it because it's a nice way of saying thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is very sleek. But that's what I do. You know, it's a nice way of saying thank you. And I think people tend to appreciate that. So yeah, there's the Fixmas Factory. All right, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to put the blueprint back so I can show you the blueprint system. I'm going to go ahead and put that's kind of too big for this area, is it? I think it is. You know what? It'll fit. Close enough. It's going to overlap. I'm not going to keep it here anyway. So basically what you're looking at here, I'm going to have to get the smaller one. It's too much stuff in it. There's stuff overlapping in it, so we don't want that. All right, here we go. Yeah, like I said, you know, just thanking subscribers, you know, that it means a lot to them. It really does. All right, so here's the blueprint system. So basically, to help save time, I'm gonna load up a couple. I'm gonna load up some blueprints here. Select. I don't want that. I want to load the blueprint. So I've created different categories: train lines with street lights, train lines with no street lights. So let's go on with the street lights. Was made in a different. Oh, of course I made it in a. That's the other thing I hate. When you make it in a different blueprint designer, if it's a smaller one, you can't load it in the bigger one. Or was it in the bigger one? Maybe this one was the bigger one. I don't know. All right, we're going to do something different. Let's do... What do I want to do? All right, let's do this one. This will be good since this ties in with the emergency battery backup building. Of course, this was in a different size. All right. It's going to make me do it the hard way, isn't it? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to the ground here where I have room and need to stop turning on my flashlight. All right, where's the level 3? Oh, and that too there. I made that fountain like feature too. Yep, I did that too. I mean, that's just freaking awesome. That turned out really nice. All right, let's see. Where can I put this thing? Let's see. I know. There we go. I just nudge it up. So it's hovering over the hole, but who cares? It's not going to stay there. Okay. All right. So now that's out of the way. Now we're going to load a blueprint. Let's see. Can I do this one now? It was probably made in a smaller one. All right. Let's do the battery one. There we go. All right. So you see all the items just suddenly flying out of my inventory? Well, here it is. This is the blueprint right here. So now when I'm working on the battery building and I want to put batteries down, I just use this blueprint right here and I can plop it down wherever I want it. And now I don't have to go through and put each battery, connect all the wires, put the pillars, the lights, all that stuff, and color them. So basically all I got to do now is go, I already have it right here. I have got it on my hotbar. I just hit number 7 for me. And then put it where I want it. I can then nudge it down to the ground, hit the button, and there we go. So then if I want to, I can now just put multiple all at once, just like that. And it speeds up the building process. Makes it a lot faster. And so if I want to get rid of it, I can go to now blueprint mode and I can just, instead of deleting each individual item, I could just change it to the blueprint and it just deletes the blueprint. So now that means for like doing a lot of the building work, I've got, like this one is going to be, that's what I'm using over at the emergency battery building. I'm using that on the outside. This is a wall with lights on it. So that way I don't have to keep, putting all the reconfiguring the windows, the lights, all that stuff. It's done for me. So all I got to do is just put it where I want it. All right. So then now if I want to do what I was doing over at the battery building, I was putting in the lights of that wall. When you popped in, I was using that blueprint for that. So basically it's just 2 small walls and the light and configured. So that speeds up because then all I got to do is go boom, 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 boom. Speeds it up. So it's a lot faster that way. Really is. And so then I got this one here I sometimes use. This one's a little bit more of a complicated design, but it's still very pretty looking. The way it reflects everything. And so you just have, and that way, if you're going to do something over and over again, you're going to do that, you're going to be able to do that. Like here's, I got this wall here. You did that one, or this wall design. And I can even show you blueprints for the train lines. All I got to do is do that. And then there you go. So there's the train lines. Now they did make a change to where you can now have the rail lines on it and auto connect. I haven't updated the blueprints for that. And I still technically like to connect those manually. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, so then, you know, now I've got that blueprint there. So if I wanted to, I could slap it in. And once that's built, I can now put the next one. And there we go. So now I have the makings of a rail line. And you saw how fast that is. Because I did the blueprint, I don't have to go through and do all the blocks on top. I mean, look, there's a lot of work that be involved. This, if I were to do just this one section alone, let me take this one off. This, if I were to do this manually by hand, would probably take me at least an hour or more just to do this section. Because, you know, when things aren't lining up right, you got to take the time. So it could take anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, maybe to do just this one small section. So with this blueprint, you saw how fast I could extend that out real quick. So it's a big time saver. It really is with the blueprints. And with the zooping tool they've got, turn on the zoop, I can now put this. They've had this for a while. They didn't originally. It was quite a few updates ago they put this in. But you can zoop in foundations. See, before you had to do one at a time. Yeah, it's going to let me do that again. So let me turn off the zoop. So before we had to go like this. Like this. One freaking foundation at a time. Like that. It was so annoying. But we didn't have a choice at the time. And now we can now also, not only can we go horizontal, but we can go vertical now too. Instead of going up one, now we can do it all at once. So building has gotten a lot faster with some of the updates they've done. So it's really, really cool. And, you know, and you don't have the cool thing about this, yes, there's a story in it. You know, I got to working on complete phase 5. Whether or not I finish it, I don't know. But the thing is, the story's not required with this game. You can push it as far as you want. You know, I may finish it, I may not. I more like building myself. So if someone didn't want to get too complicated, because some of those parts, yeah, it gets really complicated. Really does. So if you wanted to not have to do that, you could stop at a certain point, make just building materials, and then just build stuff like this. You know, decorate your buildings, your side of your lines, that kind of stuff, and just go to town. You know, sandbox. You know, build the world you want as best you can, and not go through the story. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head back to the building here. So yeah, that's basically that. And as you can see, I've got the train lines connected to the outside of the battery building here. See that the chrome ones, that was the idea I got from Batman. He wanted more chrome on the building in the color scheme. And so I was like, well, how can I do that? So I had all that space going, you know, what if the beams? So I just part of a couple of beams. I'm like, oh, that's so cool with the chrome. Yeah, and then I decided I tacked in like one of the lights here. Yeah, that's so cool. I don't know if I'll put more lights. I haven't decided. I like it with the one. I was trying to, you know, see, the thing is, it's not even. You know, if you look closely, it's not quite even. This one is, but that one isn't. So I'm debating whether I want to put like all lights in each groove, or just leave it at the one. I haven't decided yet. I definitely like it with the one, but I'm just trying to decide if it should maybe go, you know, maybe one more or two more. I don't know. See, it's so hard to tell. Yeah, the lights, yeah. Yeah, it is slight. You don't really notice it unless you're looking straight on at it. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm debating if I should add more. See, I like keeping some of the copper in the back. Let's see, is that gonna stick up? I think it does on this one. Oh, yeah, that's why I went with that. Okay. Well, see, now I'm getting an idea. See, now I'm getting an idea here. Looking at that. So what if I went like this? See, see that light right there. That look right there. That's kind of the center line. What do you think? What do you think of that? I'd have to move it down a little bit, you know, to start it. But I think I kind of like that. Keep the outers with the copper, but now it adds a little bit more light to it. And the cool thing is, if I do that, then I can just use the bigger lights all the way up. So I'm just curious what other people think, because I mean, that looks interesting, just like that. Because you still got the copper on the outside, but then you have more lights like that. That does look good. Yeah, that really does. All right, well then here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of that temporarily. We're gonna grab that. See, that's the thing I was saying. You can grab parts of it. So now I have the color I want. I just don't have to go through and recolorize it. All right, so there we go, right there. See, just like that, we go all the way up. All right, well, we're going to just temporarily stop there. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that light right there. Let's take a look. How does that look? Ooh, you know what? I actually kind of like that. I do like that better than the single line. It's a little more noticeable. And it still has the copper on the outside. Now, this side might be a little bit different because, like I said, it's a little bit odd, but I think it'll be okay because, you know, like you said, if you look closely, you'll see. If you look really closely, you'll see it. So I don't think it really matters that much. All right, so I'm gonna just yeah, let me get this out of here. That out of here. There we go. I think that'll do it right there. Yep. All right. And I'm just going to leave those behind it. I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, if I really want to, I could get, I want to get those out of there. They're kind of causing a problem. Yeah, I'll just finish getting the rest out. There we go. Now I ain't got to worry about it. All right, I'll just stop there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That does look better. Oh, yeah. That does. That does look a lot better. Now that there's more there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see it. Yeah. And that'll eventually even out once I figure out where it's going to go. Because I can even take like this. It'll be a little bit more work. Then I can take that and go like that. Thank you. Yeah. And then now that line is gone. Because you notice there's a little, like a divider line. So that if I page it, I think that I need to page up. Yeah, like that. You see how that line just disappears? It's a little bit more work. All right, there we go. Oh, yep. Did it go in? Yes, it did. Ha-ha! There we go. So then that makes nice, even lines. I gotta get to where I can see it flashing. There we go. It's a little bit harder to see with the beams in. There we go. And that one I can just probably nudge up just a hair like that. Oh, yeah, I like that better. Nice and seamless. Oh, yes. Now, if I want, I can make that match. I'll make that match in a second. I know how I can make that match. Because you got 2 and 2, but that's 2 and 3. All I can do, what I can do is take this light here and just go right on down the line right through here. Doing the same thing, but don't go past that beam. And that'll make it look, yeah, that'll match. The lights will still be an odd count of lights, but it'll look similar in design. That's, I think, what's important. All right, so we come down here. There's the line right there. Nudge it up. Oops. I think I did that one twice. There we go. If I do it right. Sometimes I can do it right, sometimes I can't. That's all right. See, like I said, it's harder with the beams in place. All right, I'll just leave that one like that. Oh, much better. All right, so now we got to solve this one over here. So the way to do that would be like that. Yep, perfect, like that. And I can go back and fix the gaps here in a minute. Go. See, this is what, see, now you get a sense of why it takes so long. Trying to get things to line up right. And I mean, granted, I could probably blueprint that, but that's it's hard. That is kind of tough. I mean, I could, but how much time would I really save? You know, because especially when until you get in there, you don't know if the blueprint's going to be right, and if it ain't, you got to go back to the drawing board and do it again. For something like this, putting these in, this is probably just easier. Just take the time and put it in. But for major designs, you could use blueprints, like I showed you earlier. So now I just gotta get. I think that's in the right spot. Oops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Yeah, see, sometimes it's hard to get them in the right spot. But I'll just take what I can get. Just get lined up. See, it can be a little frustrating. You know what? There. Right now. Maybe it was. This is what makes it tough when you're trying to line things up. I think that has it. There we go. Let's see. That'll tell us. Is that right? Yep. Woo! And to think I still have a couple more sides to do. There we go. Yep. Perfect. All right, that should do it. Huh? That's weird. What the heck happened? See, and then you get weird stuff like this that does some weird things. Oh, I think I see. I see what happened. Okay, I think that's okay. Yep, I see what happened. I see exactly what happened. It's those were, what happened was they weren't pushed back enough. So they were causing the extra lines. That's what was happening. Well, that one should have gotten rid of the line. It did. Okay. All right. So go right there. So that it'll make it a little easier to go like this. All right. So then we'll just nudge that down like Not like that, like that. Yep, right there. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you have weird lines like that, yeah, and you double check, they probably weren't flat enough. That was the problem. Let's see. Pillars still there. Oh yeah, they're there. They're there. It's just hard to see, but they're there. Okay. Although I kind of see, that's the issue with building. I'm liking that copper going through there. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that was such a pain because then I got to try and figure out the spacing. Oh, I like it though. That's the problem. I like it. But then again, it would be, I think it might be better solid because it'll match that. But I do kind of like that gap. I do. But I think for what I'm trying to accomplish here, I think the best thing to do would be go ahead and just keep going with the pattern I'm going with. I think that would be the best. But I did like... Oh, let's see, that one didn't line up right. Okay. So I just need one more here. There we go. Wow. I totally botched that. You know what? That's all right. I'll fix it. It can be fixed. It's fixed. There. You can't even tell that there's multiple in one spot. You can't even tell. But I honestly though, I did like that copper going across. But yeah, so what I might do if I continue, I don't know how much higher that's going to go, but I think for this design, I think I'm not going to worry about putting breaking the light like that. I think I'm just going to let it stay solid. I think that's the way to go. All right. So that's cool. But that's done. And you see how long that took. I think that took like 10, 15 minutes just to do that. Especially longer when you come across an issue. I know, like I said, I know those aren't lined up right, but that's okay. Because once I know where it's going to be, you're not gonna know that that's not synced up. All right, I'm gonna grab a quick drink here. Okay. So now let's go over here. All right, so the easiest solution to do is I'm going to get rid of these, and what I'm going to do to make it easier for getting rid of multiples, I now have a filter set, so now all I got to do is that, and move up a little bit more, and then down, to down. I can't go down because I'm holding a key. There. There we go, just like that with the filter. And then that way I only get rid of what I want and nothing else. There we go. And the light's going to get a little funky in this corner. It always does. Why? I don't know. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to go over to the other side, do the same thing, get rid of those. Might as well get the exterior, those lights done. All right. Actually, I don't think I did any. I didn't do anything there. Okay. Oh wait, maybe I did. Let me see. Nope, didn't do anything in here. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. That's all right. I might start with this side. Oh, I didn't do anything in here either. Well, this might be a little bit tougher because you got these freaking rocks all here. Like I said, had I thought about it more, I would have moved further away from those rocks. But I like the idea at the time of having the building partially inside the rocks. All right, we'll copy that. All right, and let's see here. Hold it in place. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right, so it's gonna have to. Okay, do that. All right, might as well go ahead and let's go upward. Okay. See, this part goes fast. It really does. Real fast. All right. So now another thing I could do to kind of speed things up is rotate this. I just thought about this. Go like that, and then I can nudge it over. Nudge it up, make sure. Okay, so there we go. Because I'm still gonna have to put more over here. But now what I can do is this will cover more ground vertically. I mean, I'm still gonna have to probably put more to cover these holes, but yeah, see right there we go. So by doing that, see now what I've done is I've gotten that line there, but I got there. So there are some spots where I am going to need to get rid of the lines, but there's some where I don't. So that's okay. Actually, I could probably do something similar. Let's see. Let's go like that. Let's nudge it over. Okay. Yeah. And what about nudging it up? Yeah, we could do that. Nudge it up so we get 2 lines instead of 1. Go, nudge it up, nudge it over. Yep, there we go. We'll do the same thing. So we get a couple lines instead of just one. We use less lights that way. There we go. I think I'm going to leave. Yeah, I'll just take care of it. I know me. It's going to bother me. It'll bother me till it's fixed. All right, so now I just got to take care of these. Let's see. There. just gotta get this one. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's a little, looks at the, it's a little odd, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's definitely looking a lot better. It really is. Yeah, and then I got to figure out where the, eventually I'll have to figure out where the next floor goes so I can then fill this all in. But might as well get this all done because the more we get done, the better. And of course, the sun is going down, so that means it's going to get harder to see. All right, so there we go. So that's... Oh, I gotta do that. I gotta do another one all over. Okay, that's no problem. All right, so there. And up we go. I'm gonna get rid of that for now. I know I could leave it, but I want to make sure these, it's so they're lined up. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we just go downward. Helps if I can get it lined up right. There we go. Go. How's that? All right. Some still to do. All right, that's okay. Come on, there we go. Oh, that's right. I think I was going like that. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is the kind of the tedious part. Let's see, did that get that? It did. All right, so then now I just got to do that section all the way down. Turn that off because it's a little bright. And of course I turn it right back on again. No problem, Geeky. No problem. Understandable. There we go. Right. Next. All right, good. I mean, there looks like there's like maybe like little bits like right there. I'm not going to worry about them. You're not going to notice them. They're like way going to be in the distance. Wow, a 20-minute explainer. Yeah. Yeah, those could take a while. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I've kind of learned over the years to just kind of just grin and bear it, and I sometimes to try to pretend that ain't my voice, even though I know it is. But you know, it can be when you're listening to yourself over and over again. It's like, really, like why do I want to keep having to listen to myself? Yeah, I get that. I get it. All right. This one's going to be, I want to say it'd be faster, but I don't know. But it might be a little bit more difficult because I got these stupid rocks right there. So move that over. Down. Oops. Down. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same technique. Oops, of course I got it lined up and I hit the wrong freaking button. Go figure. These rocks are making it a pain. Yeah, I can see that. You know, same thing over and over again. I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Oh, I might as well go ahead and just do that. Take care of that. Hold that in place so I can see. 1 and 2. All right. Yeah, these rocks are making it difficult. Yes, it's definitely making it more difficult here. All right, I think that should do it. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Oh, I can see. Oops. Yeah, there we go. It's just being mopey. Yeah, that happens. That happens. You know, everyone's entitled to having a bad day. I mean, it happens to us all, whether we like it or not. Okay. I think that'll do it for there. I got just this section here. Only one. Wow. Only one. Okay. Woo! Yeah, that section was tough. And I still got to do the section above it, too. Grab the light, not the beam. Thank you. Well, what I can do for here... Hold that in place. It's good there. 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, so go right there with it. Right there. See, it's these rocks make it so hard. Okay, let's do that. Like that. All right, no problem, Sarah. No problem. I mean, it is Friday, so... Fridays tend to go pretty fast. You turn around before you know it, it's Monday again. I think I got rid of all the lines on here. Yes, I did. And now I just have to do over here with this one. There. That'll do. Exactly. 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 All right. Let me grab another quick drink here. If you're working hard, you're doing it wrong. It's you're working hard and hardly working. That's how you do it. You're working hard and hardly working. Oh, these got to go up a little higher. All right. Yep, we can do that. Go. Yeah, that's generally what I say when someone says, don't work too hard. It's like, oh, I'm not. I'm working hard and hardly working. Okay. All right, there we go. Ooh, two figures. I'm like, oh, only two? Oh, but I'm like, no. Like, nope, denied. All right, there we go, all the way up. I got off somehow. You know what? That's all right. That's no big deal. All I got to do to fix that is like that. Boom. I'm going to have to do that anyway. There we go. Okay. All right. So now we've got that. Now we just got to fill these holes in. Go all the way up. All right. Cool. Now I just gotta fill in here. Yep. All right. Just do that. Yeah. Almost done. Last one. Well, was. All right. Quickly fix that. There we go. Yay! Eventually, we're gonna have to do probably that pattern over here, but this wall isn't quite fully established yet. And then, of course, this is gonna be a problem with this miner here. I can get this miner out of here and put the design in, and then put the miner hopefully back in place as long as the design don't stick there. So I don't know. I haven't decided how I'm gonna handle this. I haven't decided yet, unless maybe for this section I change the wall. and add a wall or something, wall pieces, and sink the wall in a little bit. I may have to do something like that. We'll have to see. We'll see. That's going to be rather tricky because I don't want to block off this copper because I need to use it for something. All right, so that's cool. So that looks like that took maybe a good 30 to 40 minutes maybe to get that all in. Once we got into a groove, it went pretty quick. That was first, it was trying to find the groove. That was the hard part. Now we got the groove in, got that done. Of course, like I said, we'll have to eventually fix that. I'll probably have to go up a little higher at some point. So that'll take some time to figure that out. But we're going to go back inside here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is let's go to my customizer. Oh, actually, I don't need to go to customizer. I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn all this to copper. Or at least copper coloring anyway. Because I don't know what's going to show through in the design. So I want to make sure it's all copper related. Go. So there's that. Here. So that now, at least we now that's got all covered in copper in case we need to do that. All right, so now we can get back here on down here to the design. Let me just get down here. I'm going to grab a quick drink here. Okay, so now we can get back to what we were doing. Let's see, where is it? There it is. All right. So yeah, let's just get it lined up on one section right there. Push it back just a little. Like that. Oh yeah, I do like that. That looks better. Plus it gives a little bit more light in here. You can see over here it's a little dark. Push it back. Go. Go. This one. Go right there with it and back. Yes. All right, there we go. Now, did I get all the way? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. All right, so now that's in place. Now the question is, how do we want to handle the rest of the design? Because we're definitely going to need some more lights in here for sure. I got one light right there, but that's just not going to be enough. Not going to be. How can I make it even? I'll do 2 lights there, another light there. Just the way this floor is all laid out. It's just because of the building. Yeah, it's not because it's. I did a certain number. Probably could have made it, if I made it a little bit bigger, I'd have more room. But that's all right. Let's see. Just trying to figure out how to do this because I want some kind of a I think I want a column in this area. Brain getting tired, causing me to yawn. That's what happens when I do building. It makes my brain get tired. All right, we're going to take that out real quick. We're going to take that. We're going to put this right here. We're going to change the thickness. We're going to drop it on down. Right there. Maybe. 2 meters. I think we it. Oh, because it's on vertical mode. That's why. Like, why are you not going in place? There. There we go. And just to make sure it's right, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Let's copperize it. There we go. That looks good. All right, I'm going to just put this one back. Actually, wrong. I don't want the asphalt for that. I want. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, I gotta scroll to it. There we go. Oop. Back to copperized. I'm curious. Let me go materials, coated concrete. That's going to change the colors. All right, well, I can always put the color back. Oh, there we go. It looks a little shinier. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Temporarily take that out. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see what I did. I see what I did. All right, we're going to just put that back. And we're going to take our beam. We're just going to run it across right there. Copy that for a second. Take that. go. Now we got some lights in here. And then when I do the beam here, I could put some lights on the beam too. So let's see, how do I want to do that? So I do want a beam here. Let's see. Where are my beams? Do I want a big concrete pillar? That might not be too bad. Yeah, do that. That looks good. Okay, yeah, there we go. You won't be blinking for several days? Why? Is it from the video you're working on? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, but the problem is you're going to have to blink at some point. Your eyes will dry out if you don't. All right, let's see. Can I get a copy? Can I do that? Where's my customizer? Don't know if I can. I'm going to try. Yeah, no edit button. All right. Well. Eye drops. You know what? Yeah. Better yet, we're going to do that. I'll just get rid of that. Copy that. Oh, ooh. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah. And there'll be more light added in here for sure. Especially there'll be probably some lights along here, and on the ceiling I'll add some lights. So it's just because it's using such dark colors, it makes it harder to see, especially when it's all enclosed. You know, the only lights are coming through here, but I'm working in the section where the light can't quite get to me. Okay. So there's that. Oh, I think it's right. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to see. I think it's right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Yep, got a nice little pillar in here. That's cool. Is there anything I can do to it? No. Interesting. Well, maybe. Put that in place. Think about that. I'll change. I have to change the color, but think about that. What else do we have? We also have this construction fence. No. No. Well, maybe. Let me put that in place. Now I can try to decide what I like. Now I'm trying to see if I can't get a design all the way up, but that's not too bad. All right, what else do I have? I have this industrial railing, but I think those are going to be too big. Yeah, those are too big. All right, what else? Oh, we have these ladders. But they look kind of weird. I don't know. Sometimes weird can be good. Let's see. No, I can't line it up right. Darn! What else? This is too big. Yeah, that's too big. Probably not going to be able to do much with it for design wise. Walls are too big. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I've yet to put these on a conveyor belt. That'll be kind of cool. Yeah, those tell you how many items per minute are going on the belt. Those are cool. I think would be cool. Yeah, I can't decide. I really can't decide. I like them both. The fence goes up a little higher, but I like that one too. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, come on. Grab that. Thank you. I see if it was sitting right on top of that might be better, but I don't know. Yeah. I wanted something for all the way, but cover that up. You know, not completely cover, but get a nice little design, but if I stick with that, because I'm going to be using that around there, so this might be my better option. Stick with that fence. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's do that. Yeah, see, the key is to take what items we've got in here and try to make them, because normally you wouldn't use these, and you know they look like they're for just fencing, but you know you also use them for like textures too, and for design layouts. So yeah, that looks like pretty cool. Like I said, I wish I had a design for all the way up, but this isn't too bad. Not too bad. And I think what I'm going to do, head outside. I want to experiment with those belt signs. And I just so happen to have some belts right over here I can experiment with. Give my brain a little break. Making me tired. Oh, turn off the stupid freaking flashlight. Thank you. All right, here we go. Yeah, right there. Oh, I want to see this. 690, 675. He's calculating right now. Oh, that is so cool. Can I change the color of that? Oh, I think I can. Oh, I can. Oh, I absolutely freaking can. You know what? I'm going to put that color. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right, still calibrating. Calibrating. Oh, you see. Oh, it looks like it has a light. Oh, a light reflecting off the items. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Because that's good, because then it gives you an idea of how many items per minute are going through the belt. That's cool. Like, I can tell right now this belt can do more. I already know, because this is the level 5 belt, the Mark 5 belt. And it can do 780 resources per minute, and I'm only doing somewhere around 600, give or take. So yeah, this one definitely is under, there's not, items are not, it's not as its full potential, but I think it has to do with what's going on up there. It's splitting off and taking some of them, so that's why. But yeah, no, that is slick. I like that. Okay. All right, so maybe what we'll do is we'll just take a quick breather here from building, because maybe talk about some things that are coming up that I'm looking forward to. Still waiting on update for Heat Death Survival Train. We've got word from the developers that they're working on some of the older content. They're revamping it. They didn't really go into too many details as to what, but I'm definitely eager to see, because that'll give me a good reason to start over from scratch to check it all out. So I'm definitely waiting for that. Don't know when that's coming. Hopefully soon, because I'm definitely waiting for that. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm planning on streaming some content tomorrow on Twitch only, because I'm helping Majestic Carlin celebrate our 500 subscribers. I figure it's just easier because we'll be playing like first-person shooters mostly. That's what I'll probably be jumping into. Since I don't normally do first-person shooters on the main channel here, I think it's just easier just to do Twitch, because I can just quickly turn off the YouTube here on my SE Live, just a couple toggle switches, and then just do just Twitch only. And when going live, it's just real simple. I just pick the game, give it a title, start streaming, and off I go. I don't have to worry about a thumbnail. I ain't got to worry about any of that. So, and considering everything else is all set up, that's all I got to do. So a lot easier to stream just on Twitch, especially if it's first person shooters. Like I said, we don't cover that much on the channel. Every once in a while we might, but it's not the main focus. So, but yeah, if you want to check some of that out when I go live, I'll be on my Twitch channel, Silvershade6. If you want to get notified when I do go live, make sure you get into our Discord server, because we've got that set up so when I go live on Twitch, it pops up with a notification in our server, and you'll see the chat. You'll see in the chat there, the Discord link there. Definitely join. You'll be able to see that. Also, I'm planning on Tuesday. Nothing set in concrete yet, but I'm. Normally on Tuesdays, I would do like some kind of simulator game, like Art Shop Simulator. No, Gamer Kid, don't get excited. Right now, Art Shop Simulator is not back on the schedule yet. Still waiting for updates on that one. I did have a blast with the last update, running around with the thieves. I'm probably going to post some screenshots on social media and in our Discord. I haven't had time to go through them. Absolutely funny stuff. But you're welcome to go back and check out if you want to check what that was all about. You can go into on our channel, go into the live section. You'll see you can go back, check out the live replay, the replay, and you can check that video out. It was absolutely hilarious. We're putting thieves in places like you wouldn't believe. Oh, it was great. It was fun. Of course, I had to take some screenshots. They were absolutely hilarious. Where we were putting the thieves. It was great. It was awesome. But as I was saying, there has been a simulator game that I have been keeping an eye on, and it was brought to my attention by MBF Original. Haven't heard from him in a while. Hopefully he's doing okay, because I know last I saw he was having some health issues. So hopefully he's doing all right. Haven't heard from him in a while on our channel. So hope he's doing okay, but he's the one that pointed me toward I think it's called Train Depot Simulator. I'd have to look up the name, but basically you're running your own train depot, and so yeah, that I'm kind of interested in checking out. The demo finally released today, so I'm probably going to do a live stream on that, and I'll just take my time. I don't know how much content is in it, but from what I was reading, there's a lot of things to discover when I was reading the description from the developer. So be kind of cool to get in there, mess with it, see what we can do. Maybe try to, do some funny stuff if we can, see what we can come up with. Just have a good old time in it and check it out. Might be one I might consider if for the channel, if enough people want to see it, and especially if I enjoy it, that might be some. Especially it has to do with trains. As you know me, if you know me, I love trains. Especially if you're here watching, you can see trains going by in Satisfactory. So yeah, I love trains. So yeah, then that one would definitely be right up my alley. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying that demo out. Let's see. Beyond that, not sure what the schedule is going to be for me. Roughly, I think it's probably going to roughly be the same. Still going to be doing Expedition 33. Like I said, I want to get that one done, but at the same time, I'm loving it, so I don't want to rush through it, because I would like to try and get to replace it with like another RPG, like an open world RPG. Like I'm thinking more along the lines of like the Outer Worlds, maybe, because I know Outer Worlds 2 is coming out pretty soon. So that's why I'm trying to get through Expedition 33 quickly, so that I can get into the Outer Worlds and go through that. Because I think Outer Worlds, right now is on Game Pass. Actually, no, Outer Worlds is not, but I have a copy of it. I think I got it for free. There was like a giveaway or something. I think Amazon or something. One of those, I don't know, Prime or something was giving it away. I have to look to see where it's at, or it was either on Epic was giving it away. Somewhere I think I got it for free. It was like a giveaway. Because I know Outer Worlds 2, I believe, is coming to Game Pass. I think closer to the end of the year when it releases, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I definitely want to check that out. I did try the Outer Worlds a long time ago. I had some issues with my eyes, but that was before I knew about changing and adjusting graphic settings. So, I think I want to give that one another shake. Give that another try. So, that might be interesting. I still want to do some more Satisfactory, but as you see, when it's sometimes building, it takes a while, because it takes a lot out of me, because I'm constantly thinking about what I want to do, and that takes brain power. You don't think it would be tiring, but it really is, especially when you're trying to think of designs and stuff like that. It does take a lot out of you. You probably noticed me probably kind of yawning a little bit. That's because it's tiring. Trying to think about how I want to do it, and then get in there, and then I have to fix an issue. So it all takes mental power. But as you can see here, it's from the design looking really good. I am so glad we put that light on the additional lighting. From here, you can really see it instead of that single light. Oh, that does really help stand out. Really does. Really does help. I like that. Oh, there's that moth. I'm not going to race over there, so I could probably go up a little bit higher. I think there is some room. It's hard to judge, but I definitely can go up a little bit higher. So yeah, so might still be doing Satisfactory. I still want to do some Satisfactory, because I want to get this world ready for a tour. So that with my games, he likes to take tours of Satisfactory world. So I'm trying to get it as beautified as much as possible, get things cleaned up. Because, a lot of it's just fugly to me. If you're not sure what that is, basically, it's ugly. Very ugly. And so I've been trying to clean it up, make it look nice, make it look presentable. I'm probably not going to get it done, because there's just too much to do. So I'm just trying to maybe some areas, at least kind of get an idea, maybe get things at work in progress, so that when we take the tour, people can kind of get an idea of the direction I want to go. Because if I were to wait till everything is done, I have no idea when it would be done. Because it just takes so long to build. As you can see, just by doing what we've done, it took quite a bit, and it doesn't feel like we've got a lot done. But of course, it doesn't help that I'm sitting here taking a little break, but sometimes you have to. You really do. Got to kind of do something else, get your change gears, for the, because otherwise you keep doing the same thing. Your brain, at least for me, my brain goes on autopilot, and then I start kind of just wanting to just nod off and fall asleep. So, that's why sometimes I have to take a break. And, when I'm off stream, I may only go in for like maybe 10, 15 minutes, do some building and stop, because, sometimes it takes a lot out of me. Hi, Lucia. Welcome on in. If you want to make a suggestion, depends on what you're going to suggest. If you have suggestions here for in-game for Satisfactory of how, like my battery building build, some design elements for the building, that's fine. But if you're going to give me suggestions for like overlays, graphics, that kind of stuff, no, I'm not interested. But if you've got some tips and tricks for Satisfactory to help in here, absolutely. But if you're going to want me to look at artwork or design elements or overlay stuff, as you can see, I have my own. I make my own. I'm just not interested in that. So, but yeah, anything for the tips and tricks for Satisfactory, I'm always open for that. Always looking for, you know, good stuff in that, you know, made things maybe a little bit easier and quicker. All right, but yeah, so far that's kind of the direction. I'm also waiting for Railborn to come. Waiting for that one. That's kind of similar to Heat Death Survival Train. Keeping an eye on that one too. That one looks really interesting. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for that one. No demo yet or anything like that. So I'm keeping my eyes on that one. That one popped up on my radar a while back. So I've been keeping my eyes on here. Again, if it has to do with anything graphics or icon, you know, anything to do for the stream, I'm not interested. But if it has to do while in game, that has to do with in the game, that's fine. No graphics. I'm not interested. Yeah, that's what I thought. 1 second. I'll be right back, everybody.
Tracks in a world where we don't look back. Open fields and endless skies, adventure calls as this train flies. Hit that black button, turn it up, let the rhythm flow. Our channel's a train and we're ready to go. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. Thunder crushing plains, reaching winds for telling gains. Crush weight in lands afar, with every time we raise the bar. Sarah stands tall, eyes on the track, guiding our journey, never looking back. Silver shade, hands on the throttle, we ride the creation full throttle. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. coming soon. We're building a world and ready to win. Join our crew, it's never too late. Songs of parts racing come into blaze. We're building a community that forever stays. We're building a community that forever stays. Steamers rising from the tracks in a world where we don't look back. Open fields and endless skies. Adventure calls as this train flies. Hit that black button, turn it up, let the rhythm flow. Our channel's a train and we're ready to go. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, come into blaze. We're building a community that forever stays. Rolling thunder, crushing plains, reaching winds for telling games.
Okay, everyone. Sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, I think that could have been a bot. I'm not sure. Yeah, but if it wasn't, I kept saying I'm not interested. So, hopefully, I took a little bit longer because I went in and made some changes. So, hopefully that might. I don't think it's going to completely stop them because they always find ways to come back in. But I hate banning people, but when you keep telling them not interested, basically that's like kind of like a warning. And so it's like, sometimes it's justified. I hate doing it, but unfortunately, it's something that has to be done from time to time. So, but anyway, as I was saying, Railborn's another one I've been looking at. Keeping an eye on that one. That jumped onto my radar a little while ago, so hopefully we'll get some more details on that over time. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. Everything's all up in the air, especially since I'm just getting back into streaming. Since just recently lost my dad, just getting back in the saddle, so it's gonna be a little rough for a little while. Still gonna be a little emotional at times. So yeah, but I'll get there. It just takes some time. All right, well, I think that's enough of a break. So we're going to go ahead and let's get back in there. But I like the way this is turning out. It's really, really cool looking. Yeah, I definitely want to get that portal out of there and back into and put it into this building. All right, let's see how things looking in here. Well, technically, it is really freaking dark in here, isn't it? Holy cow. Wow. It is dark in here. Wow. All right, well, let me see. Can I do something with this? Nope. Would have been nice, but this elevator gets in the way. All right. What else do I have? You know, that's the wrong palette. Nope. Don't want that. Stop that. I hit the wrong freaking button. There we go. All right. All right. I want that. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see. How's that look? There's a little bit of light. Okay. Afraid of that. Yeah, it's that stupid freaking elevator. Let's see. Now, let's see. Now, back. Okay. All right, now maybe I can do something with it. I mean, I can, of course, I can still see that. So, think a way out around that. Oops. Take that off. Yeah, there we go. And now I can probably put that back. Yeah, you'll see a little bit, but all right. Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. All right, so then I'm going to need to do the same here. I better do that. Oh. Haha, okay. Wow. But that's an easy fix. I was going to have to eventually enclose this anyway. And there we go. All right. This in here. I should be able to now. Yeah. There we go. It's just so hard to see right now. It's only going to get worse. That's why what happens is, that's why I'm going to do a lot of the design work that I can now with it open. And then once I put the ceiling in, then at that point I'm going to have to just take care of the rest of it off stream, because it's just too hard to see, and I'm just not going to make people sit through that trying to squint and go, what is that? Yeah, because I already have to do that going, what is that? You know, all I got is this flashlight to see, and it's so hard. Eventually it gets easier as lights get put in, but yeah, I'm not going to make you sit there and watch that. Go. See, I mean, you can see I'm struggling as it is just trying to do this. Yeah, that looks good right there. There we go. Okay, so we got that. Okay. But we could use some more lights for sure. So now the question is, do I want to do that? Not really, because that's going to look weird. So what about that? Possibly. Oh, looks like I missed one. Ah, that's easy. I can take care of that. Here. Let's see. Maybe I can do something. Stick it to there. And let's clear that. Clear that. Go there. And there. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Much better. That's much better looking. Love that. Except I screwed that up, didn't I? Boy, I screwed that up. But that's easy enough to fix. Might have to move that back. Let's see. Like that. I like it solid, but let's see. I think I can do better. I think I can do better. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Much better. I think I can just put, yeah, just like that. There we go. Okay, so now the question is, what do I want up here? You know, I'm curious. Normally I do something like that or like that, but I think I might try not that. That. Let's see. How does this? No, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. No. You know, that's not bad. If I do that, take that out. That back in. Like that. Oh, now we talk. Okay, now that's better. That looks better. Just needs some more lights, but that looks way better. That is better. Oh, yeah, that design's really cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And it's different. Yeah, it's different. Much different. Okay. You can do that. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I just put just a little bit of the flooring in here. The reason is so I can kind of put the design in around the elevator. There we go. Weird. Yeah. Oh, I like that much better. Oh, that is. Oh, yeah. That's real. I like that. I like that. I do. I really like. That's good. Okay. And now to get these to line up right. Somehow. Go. Perfect. There we go. And we'll just ease. And then we can just put them back. Theory. Yeah. Move it down. There we go. All right, there we go. Now I just gotta do over here. There we go. And that one. Okay. Yeah, now we got the elevator shaft done. Or at least the design work on it. That's cool. Really cool. Oh, yeah. Slowly but surely, we are getting this done. Oh, yeah. All right, so the next thing to do... Where's the fencing? Let's copy the fencing here. Let's see, that's not copper. Copperize it. There we go. Now we can take that. We're going to zoop it. Is that right? That is right. Oh, it might be because of the... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's because of they're not centered the way they're supposed to be. No wonder. I don't think I centered them. That's the problem. Okay. All right. Well, that stinks. But I'm not going to go worry about fixing it. It's too much of a hassle. I'll just have to deal with it. And it's not that big of a deal. Most times no one's going to really see it anyway. It's not like I'm going to be in here all the time once I'm done with the design work. So it's minor. It's just it's relatively minor. There we go. See, once you kind of know what you want, a lot of it just quickly falls into place. Well, like that. Right? Like that. Here. Okay, so that's the fencing in place. And normally what I would do, take this and run it along. But I don't know if I want to do that this time. I keep doing that on every floor. I think I want to change it up. The most I might do is maybe just do this. You know, maybe put these as columns. I might just do that. Change things up a little bit. Change it up a bit. You know, different design for that. Yeah, let's see. I'm not sure what to do about those walls. Like I said, for the walls, I normally will do something like this. I might do something like that. But I feel like I need to do something a little different since I'm changing up the pattern. The question becomes what to do. I do have this frame wall. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Push back too far. But I think I might be able to make it work if I can go like this. Yeah, like that. I could do that. Definitely do that. Something different. If, you know. Yeah, like that. And then I could probably do something like maybe something like that. I know it's not quite lined up right. That looks a little weird. Maybe just leave that out completely, especially since it's not lined up right. Or maybe, let's see. Oh, it's because I did two different sides. That's why. There we go. Yeah, I could do something like that. And then I could just take this. You know, like that. And just create a design out of that. Yeah, I could do that. Could certainly do that. Yeah, and then that, now that changes things up a little bit. Because then it lets the copper show through. Or let me leave that there. I'm going to come over here. We'll try something different. I have different walls I could use. I know sometimes I've used like these for designs. And then put lights behind it. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that because there's not much of a gap. Because the wall's like right behind it. But what if I did like this? No, that ain't gonna work. Nope. I tried. I tried. Let's see. And there might be a way to make this work. I can make this. I think I can make this work. What I'm going to need to use is some half foundations. Like that. Oop, not like that. Like that. Yeah, do that. Let me just color them real quick. What is... Oh. Okay. That. Rid of that. Didn't like that. Okay. All right. And then what I can do is what do I want? Oh yeah, like, oh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Let's get these out of here. Move that. Right there. Rid of that. Copy that. Put it right there. Oh, did I not put... Let's go outside real quick. Oh, yeah. I think I missed something. Let me check the other side. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, I didn't do it on this floor. Okay. All right, well, we're going to need to do that. Okay. Well, we better do that now. Yeah, better do it now. Thought I missed something. All right, there we go. How about over here? Did I do that? Nothing over here? No, not yet. Okay. Oh, I didn't even put them up there. Wow. Oh, that's because I do the whites up there. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need to do that. Yep. Yep. Looks like I missed. So that's all right. We're going to fix this. I know it's kind of squirreling, but you know what? It's got to be done. Oh. I didn't even finish that design either. What was I doing? Oh, I didn't finish it. Okay, so it looks like I was supposed to be working on that. Okay, so I didn't forget. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So I didn't forget from what I'm seeing. I just haven't finished it. Like, I may have been, the last time I worked on this building, I may have been working on that and didn't get to finish. Well, we're going to do it now. So it was kind of good. We figured out by doing that, we discovered an issue, and which led us to fixing this. Sometimes that happens. Go, oh wait, like I didn't finish that. Yeah, I'll definitely need to figure something out for that. All right, there we go. Oh, almost. Didn't get it in right. Didn't put it in right. No worries. Get that fixed. There we go. And that corner that was sticking out, you can't even see it now. So that's good. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I don't even have the light. Yeah, see, that's what I was working on. I'm working on here, and I don't even have the lights out here. I don't even have the lights. Wow. Okay. There's the lights. I can just take that. All right, let's start over here. Wow. Nothing over here, right? Yeah. Oops. Hate when I hit the wrong button. And this will make the building look even better. Okay, yep, it's good. All right. Why is that? That should not be doing. That's weird. Oh, resetting that again. There we go. I got it. All right. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. All right. I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to just take a quick break here. And we'll keep working on the lights here. So I'll be right back, everybody.
destruction in the skies. Adventure calls as this train flies. Hit that black button, turn it up, let the rhythm flow. Our channel's a train and we're ready to go. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. Rolling thunder, crushing plains, reaching winds for telling gains. Crush away in lands afar, with every time we raise the bar. Sarah stands tall, eyes on the track, guiding our journey, never looking back. Silver shade, hands on the throttle, we ride the creation full throttle. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. In the dark of the night, we raise the moon. Our engines in tune, we're building a world and ready to win. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. We're building a community that forever stays.
Okay, I'm back, everyone. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get these lights in place. If they want to cooperate. There we go. Right. Looking better already. Love it. Oh, wow. Look. Yes. Much better. Much better. All right, let's get these in. Oh, that one's off. Glad I checked it. Oh, that's off too. All right. There we go. All right. Go to this one. All right, there we go. Let me just double check all the rest. Make sure nothing got messed up. Oh, yep, that one's messed up. Yeah, but that's easy to fix. There we go. How's all the rest? So far, so good. Yep, all good. All right. I know I punched a hole in one of these. Where was it? Ah, there's the hole. Whee! Back inside. There we go. All right. Cool. All right. So that's... Yeah, so that's what I was working on. I might as well go on ahead. I know. Might as well put that in. I should check that on the outside now that I've made that change, since it's not flush. But I want to go ahead and let's get these in first. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's just punch a hole. Aha, that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid of that. But it's only right there. Okay, so I just have to find that middle point. It should be right here. Well, this should be easy to fix. Yeah, right here. I just gotta take that to there. Oops. Oh, it's unzooped, that's why. There we go. All right. And then move it back a little bit to right there. All right, let me go check this first before I go putting that back. Aha, okay. Okay, I see. It's not smooth. That's smooth, but the rest aren't. All right, that's fine. We can fix that. Or half foundation right there. See, that's why I'm glad I didn't put that back in, because I would have to rip it all apart. Oh, I think I see what the problem is. Oh, it was right, but wrong. All right, I get it. I get it. So, yeah. So I think it's that. And then we move it back. All right, let's try that. Oh, because I'm not, it's still the smooth one. All right, I'm just copying the smooth one, and that's not what I need. Okay. I can fix it. Yeah, it's no problem. It's just, this is what takes, why design work takes so long, is when you have a problem, sometimes it takes a while to fix the problem. All right, let's see how that goes. Hopefully that fixed it. And it did. Perfect. Good. We got it. All right, and then I go ahead and take the sign back in and take the wall back in. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, yeah, that's cool. And it adds more light. Obviously, we need some work down here. Well, I'm going to take that. Alt. Why don't we take that? Oh, what? Why are you, unless this is at an angle? Oh, not at an angle. Oh, let's see. Let's go like that. There we go. There we go. Sometimes you got to find a different angle. Make it work. And we did. All right. And we'll definitely be hiding that. That. That out of there. Okay, so here we're in the same boat as before. We're going to take that and let's get the half foundation. All right, and then in. Let me just make sure. Did I put the... Nope, I didn't put it back. Good. I think I just have to colorize it. Hopefully that'll take care of it, unless it's the wrong way. Hopefully that's it. Ow. Keep hitting the glass. I see no difference. So perfect. Got it. All right. I'm just going to close that up. We don't need that no more. So this has got to go. That's got to move a little bit. Okay, yep, that works. Let's see. Yep, I think that'll do. One more. Perfect. Oh, that's got to get fixed. That might be able to stay. Nope. No, no, it couldn't. I tried. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's nice. Much better. I'll definitely have to figure something out for there. You know, much as that is, I just don't like it. I don't like it. It was a good idea. I just don't like it. Let's see. Maybe this. Let's see. How's that? You know what? I think that looks good like that. Yep. Why don't we take that? And go down. And then go up. Then I just need something for there. I might put maybe some more lights right there. Let's see. What do I have? Let's see. Seems awfully short. That's because it is. Well, what else do we have? No, not that. I don't know. Because it feels like it needs a little something. But let me see. Let me put this in. All right, there we go. So we got that in. Let's do the same up here. Oop, not that. There we go. There we go. All right, so now the question is light. Ooh. Okay. All right, let's just take that off. Take the text off. Free and glossy. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, it adds a little bit more light, and it, oh, that's nice. I like that. Yeah. It's different than what I've had before. And it adds more light in here. It'll get brighter once start getting more lights in here. It's kind of tough at the moment. Okay. Let's see here. Might do the same thing. Yeah, because this is much bigger. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yep, that looks good there. Oh, wait. Let me go over here. Let's see. How do I? Okay. I've got like that. So let me grab that. Okay, so now, how do I have that here? Okay. Oh, sorry, I was freaking muted. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to. I had to keep clearing my throat. It's allergies. All right, so yeah, that's so. In case you were wondering, because you couldn't hear me, basically this is where the window's supposed to be, right here. This is where the window's supposed to be, right there, where it starts, because that's just the same over there. That's why it looks a little different. So I can't do. That's why things look a little weird. Okay. All right, so yeah, we can probably take this, extend that up, back down to the floor. here, here. Okay. I'm actually kind of curious. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Defights a little bit, but it looks better. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go with that. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yep, that looks a lot better. A lot more uniform now. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That works. Yeah, this floor is definitely starting to take shape. That's for sure. We'll have to eventually also get this all filled in too. And some of this might actually, even though this is copper now, some of this is going to change to probably asphalt. Like this is probably all going to be asphalt because that's what I'm using down here. But I don't want to change that yet. How do I have that down? Okay, I think I see. I think I see. I think I just have it just like that. And I think I took that like that. Yep, that looks like it. Okay. All right. Those I don't think will work like that. That one will be like that. This one will have to be like this. Yeah, there we go. And then that's where all the decoration or the decorative stuff will be, right along there. Okay. Okay. Oh, excuse me. What happens when I build? I start to fall asleep. My brain gets tired. All right. So get that there. Yeah, not sure where the. Let's see. Okay, I got floor 5. So eventually I'll have to figure out where the next floor is going to be. Probably going to be around in here somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. So it's looking like there may be 2 or 3 more floors to finish. All right. I think well, I still got more of the design work down here. Yeah, I got to figure out what to do for here. There's a lot to do. Oh, I still got to do here too. Well, let's see. Let's just do a little experimentation here. Let's see. Where's the walls? Here we go. So maybe I might try something like this since I did. Yeah, but if I do that, that means I'm breaking the pattern. But then again, it might not be a bad idea. Like on this wall and then opposite, you've got that. And then on this wall, I've got a different number of windows, basically. Yeah, that might work. Let's just take a look at it. Let's just see. Let's compare it to the 3. You know, looking at that, I kind of like the 3 compared to the 2. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with that. Whoops. Well, you know what? I was gonna have to get rid of that anyway. I really was. So, good excuse. You know what? I'm not going to fix the rest. I just noticed that they're looking right on through. All right. Well, that I can fix that right there. That's good enough. Oh, and that one here too. Ah. There we go. Didn't even realize that. Okay. Oh, no big deal. I don't think you're going to really notice it that much unless you're really looking for it, and most people probably aren't going to see it anyway. I'll probably even forget about it. I mean, if I really have to fix it, I can, but it's probably too much of a hassle. All right, let's see. That one needs to go. Yeah. And there. Okay. Get rid of that. That needs to go right there. Move it over. Oh, because of the freaking zoop. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's grab the light panel. go. What the heck happened here? Like every other one was off. All right, there we go. All right. Hit the walls. Conveyor 3. Okay. There we go. That takes care of the top. That still got all that. Yeah, still got lots to do in. Oops. Okay. There we go. And perfect. And let's get that copper finish. And now we can take the rest. Let's do the vault. Over. That. Okay, so let's get this moved before we do anything else. Okay. This side is fixing too. Do that. Not a problem. All right, now I just need the lights. Oh. That's not gonna work. That's too far off. Ouch. Hit the wrong freaking button. That. Now we get these in. Whoops. Why is that off? Because that one is still off. I'll get it. I'll get it. I will get it. I think that's got it. About to find out. Okay, there we go. Now that's got it. And we better copy, copper, put copper on here. Oh. Copper. There we go. Now if I take that, yep, there we go. And I'll have to nudge them. Yes, I think I said I had to. Before I do, let's take... Let's check the over here. Oh, yeah, I did have to nudge it up. Yep, I did. All right, we'll take that, put that right there. Gently nudge it up. Zoop. So that if I take this, freeform to there. All right, there we go. Now we got a wall. Yay! That wall's now done. Yeah, we still got here. I'd say, yeah, that's pretty much done. Yeah. That's done. Done. I probably will put, you know, kind of like that. And put the lights here. Yeah. All right, well, let's do this. Let's take this. So hard to see. Yep. Okay. Now here, do the same thing. Go. All right, so there's that. So now let's try this. so that's that. So now let's come up top. Go. Is all right, that's better. Okay, so now we got that all done up through here. Yep, that's all looking good. Thinking I might go ahead and just call the stream a little early. It's I'm nodding off from all the building. But yeah, no, we got, you know, when you think about it, we got quite a bit done. I mean, on this floor here, we got some of the design elements in. You know, we're still working on putting that in. The design elements here and through here. You know, we're up to here, so we're almost ready. Matter of fact, what we could probably do, let's just do this. This half is pretty much done. There's not much more to do in this half, you know, for what I need to do with the sunlight, you know, with the light. You know, I can probably go ahead and let's enclose it right now. We'll just do that real quick. That's not going to take long. Just zoop it across, zoop it across. Because, yeah, I've already got the design work for pretty much all through here done. Yeah, the rest I'll have to do off stream for that half. So I might as well go and let's just take the time. Let's get it enclosed. Just get it done now. That off. Being temperamental today, it doesn't like me. There we go. All right. There's that. Turn the zoop back on. Zoop it across. Okay, so pretty much that half is done underneath. Well, at least for what I can do. Now, the rest I'll have to do off stream on this half. But over in here, yeah, we still got some room. I may just go ahead and possibly do the rest off stream just to finish it up, because there's not much here. You know, just that there and that. I mean, there's, like I said, there's not much left. You know, because I mean, that's gonna have to get moved when I put that in, which is not a bad thing, because you just...
Gianna_I0 has joined the crew.
Thank you, Gian, for the follow. What's good? Oh, just my building and just starting to wrap it on up here for the day. Maybe just a few more minutes and I'm gonna call it here pretty soon. But just gonna put a few more design elements in here. This is something I can do real quick. This ain't gonna take very long. There we go. I might even put the lights just to finish up through here too. We'll see. Because I got a little bit more light through here. But yeah, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. There we go. All right. Yeah, while I'm at it, what the heck? That alert woke me up. Snapped my brain out of the autopilot. So yeah, putting these in real quick, not gonna take not very long at all. Streaming's going good. It's going good. Just relaxing and just building here in Satisfactory. Listening to the trains go by, running in the background by the building here. I'm gonna start down here. All right. Okay. If you're talking about like the overlay, thank you. Yeah, I made it myself. I have added the logo and banner. Made them myself too. All right, there we go. All right. So I think this is probably a good place to call it for the day. Yeah, I gotta finish doing that. Yeah, I think it's about time to start winding down the stream. Yeah, that's gonna take a little bit longer. I'm probably gonna finish that off stream. Yeah, we'll just do that. And then I can finish getting this all buttoned up and continue working on the rest of the interior on fourth floor and getting that done. And then I can start working on the rest of this floor. So yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to call it for the day. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you've got value out of this content, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Really does help us out. If you're also watching on Twitch, please don't forget to follow. It does help us out there too. If you've already subscribed and followed, thank you. It really does help us out. And with that, I'm going to get on out of here for the day. This is Silvershade saying, gamers don't die. See you at the respawn point. Bye, everybody.